AITA for sending away the girl who came to clean my house because she ate my cake. I 24F am married to my husband 28M and we have one daughter together 4F. Aliyah. We both work a lot and I also work from home often. I needed cleaning, so last week I called an agency and they sent a girl over to clean the house and we agreed on $40 an hour. Let's call her Eva. So Eva, who is around 19/20ths of a year, arrives at my house with her little sister 8F. I asked her why her little sister was here and she said she had no one else to leave her with. I wasn't very pleased but assumed she didn't have a choice and didn't say anything. I showed Eva the playroom of my daughter and said it was to be cleaned as well, and her sister started staring around the room, touching all the toys. I again didn't say anything. Eva started working and I went to my room to get ready to pick up a cake for Aliyah and to pick Aliyah from school. I heard a noise in Aliyah's playroom, so I rushed over and saw Eva's sister playing in the room and she broke a glass bowl that one had custom made for Aliyah when she was born. At this point I was annoyed, but again I held myself and told Eva to clean it and keep an eye on her sister. I went out, picked up Aliyah's favorite cake with strawberries. It was a cake that had strawberries on only one side on the top, and on that same side there were more decorations, etc. I put it in the fridge and left again to pick up Aliyah. When we walked in the kitchen I saw Eva's sister eating a big piece of the cake and exactly the part with the strawberries and more decorations. I have never had an issue like this before. In fact, the cleaning ladies never open my fridge or anything cause they have no business there. I asked Eva what she thought she was doing and she told me, my sister was sad and really wanted cake, so I figured she could have a piece. Aliyah started crying because she had been looking forward to her cake with strawberries and now the piece with strawberries were gone. I told Eva that it is not her place to figure whether her sister could eat something from my fridge without asking me. She could have waited for me to get back because I told her I would be back. I told her that even if she did do this, she should have not taken the whole decorated piece because she could have also figured that this cake was meant for my daughter. Eva said that, "You are getting mad for no reason, just take the money from my pay." I told her she could pack her stuff and leave with her sister and she didn't have to finish the house cleaning. She had been at the house for only 2 hours, but I paid her $120 and told her to get out. So I told a friend and she told me that I overreacted over a piece of cake and I should have understood the little girl. I again said that it is not just cake, but it is rude to open my fridge and take out a cake that is not unboxed yet and eat it. I am wondering now, AITA? Edit. Eva was supposed to be there for 3 hours and I sent her away after 2 but paid her 3 hours. $45 an hour. Wow, I'm coming to clean your house. Dan rolling on the floor laughing. But NTA, of course. The only time you open a fridge is if you need to clean it, or when the house owner says you can get a drink from the fridge. Also, you only take a child with you when you ask beforehand or decline a job if you can't leave the child. So NTA. Call the agency and tell them. This so obviously screams of scam, because it's hard to believe a professional house cleaner can possibly be so wrong at every step. Check your jewelry box. NTA, that was really unprofessional and you would have been totally justified to report her to the cleaning agency. Just because you let someone into your home to do a job doesn't mean they have any right to your things. I can sympathize with her not having a sitter and still needing to work, but at the very least she should have ensured the child brought a book or something to entertain herself. NTA. My mother, bless her, did this with me when I was younger. Both my parents were immigrants and sanitation was the best job she could get. However, she made sure I stuck by her and didn't touch or did anything without her approval. Thankfully, The owners of the places that she cleaned were understanding, and sometimes they were even nice enough to offer me a treat here and there. The problem wasn't that her sister ate the cake. It's the fact that she thought it was okay to go into your fridge and take out your food that you paid for to appease her sister. Like, where was the common sense? Eva was getting paid to clean. Within 2 hours, her sister broke something, went through your fridge, and not once did they ask for permission. Apart from being super unprofessional, what if her sister had a food allergy? She's being really ignorant, and you definitely need to call the agency. I feel bad for the kid. They're not the AH. But Eva definitely is, and her attitude is nasty. NTA. When you book your cleaning service, you did not agree to having a child running around the home. Honestly, Eva is lucky you paid her at all. In my opinion, while I think it's a stretch to assume the cake was for your daughter unless explicitly stated, the food should not have been removed and eaten. I've cleaned houses before, and I've always either brought my own food or eaten before, after, and the times I did have to bring my child, I gave advanced notice and brought entertainment for him and made it very clear he was to sit quietly and not wander. Eva did none of these things for her younger sister. Edit. Typo. NTA. So I told a friend and she told me that I overreacted. Your friend is an asshole then. Is she jealous that you can hire people to clean your house or something like that? No reasonable person would think like her. No judgment, as this post is ridiculous. NTA. In fact, you were inappropriate in how nice you were about it. You rewarded the person who was terrible at her job, destroyed your property twice, then wasn't even sorry about it with money for work she hadn't even done. At the very least, leave her a bad review or word of mouth to ensure she never disrupts another family's life again. NTA for sending her away. YTA for paying her what you did. 1. When the bowl was broken, you should have called the agency and asked if their insurance covered both the person cleaning as well as her sister. If their insurance covered the broken bowl, then you should have immediately filed a claim for the replacement. If not, then the person cleaning is responsible for the replacement cost either way. You should have asked her to leave at that point. If the replacement cost was more than she had earned at that point, then she leaves with no pay. 2. Since you didn't do number 1 and the cake was eaten, you should have deducted the cost of the bowl and the cake from her pay. If it was more than she had earned, then she leaves with no pay. And definitely no tip. Then you call the agency and report her. NTA. I would have sent them away as soon as she showed up with a child. For $40 per hour. I would expect a professional cleaner. NTA. An 8-year-old acting on her own may get away with this, but not a 20-year-old. Don't touch other people's stuff. And don't let that friend of yours around your Elias cake either. My goodness. NTA. I would call the agency and file a complaint. I understand that emergencies happen, but the 8-year-old should have been told to sit quietly with a book, phone, tablet, and not to touch anything. But you need to report this to whatever cleaning agency you got her from. I mean, some concessions can be made. Her bringing her daughter, but she needs to watch her child and make sure the child doesn't break anything or take anything in the food from the fridge. It's not about the money. It's not her house or right. She isn't there as a guest. She's an employee. I asked Eva what she thought she was doing, and she told me, my sister was sad and really wanted cake, so I figured she could have a piece. NTA. I would have lost it when she broke the bowl. I'll take things that never happened for $500, Alex. Cake Day today, January 17, 2024. Insert eye roll. NTA. You hired a cleaner, not a cake-eating, toy-breaking entourage. Also, you would be liable if Eva's sister hurt herself at your house. NTA. Report to the agency and ask for compensation. If you used a credit card, do a chargeback too. NTA. And you need to let the service know what happened. All of their behavior was unacceptable and way over the line. NTA. You should have sent them away the minute she brought a child with her. I would have called the agency and inquired if their insurance covered their employee and her sister. NTA. You were extremely generous to pay her anything. Give the cost of the glass bowl and the cake. She should have paid you damages. I would call the agency and complain. She wasn't even apologetic.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.